Hi, in this video I want to implement an interstitial ad or full screen ad to an Android Studio project using Java. I already created a simple project, contain two activities, main activity and second activity. In the main activity, we have a button that click on it and it's go to second activity. And we can go back. I want to implement an interstitial ad between two activities. So when I click on this activity button, if the ad is already loaded, it will pop up. If ad is not loaded, directly go to the second activity, like this. Okay. For this project, I will go to official AdMob tutorial website and follow the steps. As you can see, the Android version API should be higher than 23. So I go to my project, I go to build Gradle app level file, and as you can see, I set the minimum SDK to 23. Then, as I said, I'm using Java code. So I go to Groovy, and in this step, I have to make sure I have Google and Maven Central repositories in plugin management and dependency resolution management inside the Gradle setting file. I go back to project, to the setting Gradle file, and as you can see, in the plugin management, I have Google repositories and Maven Central files. If they are missing for some reason, you can copy them and add them here. Same for the dependency resolution management. We should have Google and we should have Maven Central repositories. So we are good for in this step. I close this one. Go back to the instruction. And now I have to add the dependency into our project. So I copy this line. As you can see, the current version is 24.2.0. I copy this, go to project, go to build Gradle file. In the dependency, I'm adding it here. Because I'm using the new library method, is highlighting it. So to convert it to new library method, I just click on it, Alt and Enter, and choose replace with the existing version of catalog reference. Like this, and sync the project. Then I have to add the metadata tag to the Android manifest file. In this step, I'm using the sample or testing app ID to test this app. I copy all this. Copy it. Go to the project. Android manifest file here. Between the application tags, I'm adding the metadata tag. I'm using this sample app ID for this testing project. I'm removing the comment. I go back to the instruction. Then I have to initialize the AdMob SDK. I can do it in my activity launcher, which is main activity. So I'm copying it, go to the main activity, and here I copy the code. As you can see, we have mobile ads class highlighted because we have to add the missing classes. I click on it, Alt and Enter, and as you can see, it's adding the classes here. I don't need this comment. I'm removing it. Also here, I'm making it up a little bit. And with Ctrl, Alt, and L, I'm rearranging the code like this. Go back to the instruction. Now, as you can see, we have different type of the advertise. As I said, I want to implement interstitial. So I click here and I go to this step. Also for testing and practicing to implement this interstitial ad, we have to use a testing ad unit ID, because if you use a real one, it can be against the policy. Or if you use a real one, you have to make sure that you're adding your advertising ID of your device to your AdMob account as a testing device. So I copy this one, I go back to project, I go to resource, values, string, and I create a string here. String, I name it add unit ID, press enter, and I paste it here. Instead of hard coding and adding this code directly to the Java class, we will reference it to the XML string file and we get it from here. And it's easier to replace it when you want to publish your app. So I go back to the instruction. Now we have to create the ad request and load the ad. So I copy these 2 lines to the project here. Alt and Enter to import the missing classes. And creating the ad request. I'm creating the ad request here because here I'm sure the AdMob SDK is initialized. So I'm coming here and paste it here. Alt and Enter, import the class. Also, I like to add the ad request to the class level. So I click on the ad request, Alt and Enter, and split the declaration. And then cut this line, coming here, and add the ad request here. And I make it private. Alt, Control, and L to arrange the code. I go back to instruction, and now it's time to load the full screen ad. I copy these lines, go to project. After creating the ad request, I'm loading the ad. I create a new method. I'm calling it load ad, and I pass the ad request to that class. To create this one, I click on it, Alt and Enter, generate method, load ad in main activity. Enter, enter, enter. And I paste the codes here. As you can see, we have some red parts. We use Alt and Enter for importing missing classes. Like this, Alt and Enter, import classes. Like this. Also, as I said, instead of hard coding of the ad unit ID, we already created a string here add unit ID. So we replace this one with our string. So I remove this one, get a string, r.string dot add unit ID. If you move the cursor on the add unit, you can see the add unit ID will appear here. Or you can come to and click out of this bracket and parentheses, right click, go to folding and collapse previously. You can see the preview of the string here. For this comment, we don't need them, so I'm removing them. Also here. Also, I'm changing this log. The ad is loaded. Is helping us for better understanding of what's happening. Later, I'm going to show you. So I go back here, and it's time to set the full screen callback. Actually, we set full screen callback right before we showing the advertise. Otherwise, we don't need callback. So I copy the callback codes, and I'm coming to listener for the bottom. Instead of starting the activity and go to second activity, I deactivate this one, temporary, and I paste the callback here. So for the red part, I click on them and use Alt and Enter for import the class. I do the same here. So I also remove the comment to have a better look. Okay. Another thing, it's better to load the callback if the ad is already loaded. Otherwise, we don't want to set a callback for an empty interstitial ad, which we declare here. So we come in here and say if interstitial ad is not null, then set the callback. Else, for the else, we are opening the second activity. And if it's loaded, it means if it's not null, I move all these callback to this side. And after the setting the callback, it's time to showing the advertise. I go back to instruction. As you can see, also in the instruction, it says if interstitial ad is not null, then show the ad. And we already did it here. So I copy this line, go to the project and paste it under the callback. And I have to replace this one with simply this, or main activity dot this. I prefer the short one. I'm using Ctrl, Alt, and L to rearrange the code. Okay. Now, when we click on the button, if the ad is loaded, it's setting the callback and showing the ad. When it's showing the ad, we go back to the callback, and on add dismiss full screen class, we can request for loading a new advertise. So we just simply type if AdRequest is not null, then load the ad. We are calling the same class we created for loading the interstitial ad, and we have to pass the AdRequest. And also, after closing the advertise, we want to go to the second activity. So I can copy this start activity new intent and paste it here. Here is red because we are in the subclasses and we have to add the name of classes like this, main activity.this. If the ad is failed to load, we do the same. We request for loading new advertise, and then we don't want a user to wait for loading advertise. We just let him to pass to the second activity. So we copy and paste the same code here on ad failed to show. Like this. I'm making it up a little bit. So it should work now. Let's try it and see what we get. Okay, this is our application. And if you want to see the ad is loaded or no, simply come here, copy and paste the tag, go to logcat here and remove this one and paste the tag you created here. Then you can read the log. It's written the ad is loaded. I want to clear the logcat, so I will see the new log is creating during the process and testing. So when I click here, it should show the advertise. This is the advertise. And when I click here on add dismiss full screen content, should called. You can see it's loading a new advertise. And we go to the second activity. I go back again. This is the ad. I close it. It should go to second activity and it goes. Now let's try and see what's happening if we switch off the internet. Now an advertise already just loaded. So when I click, it should show another advertise, but this is last time. I close it. Now there is no advertise anymore. So I go back to main activity, and now without any problem, I go to the second activity. In the next video, I'm going to improve the coding and loading the interstitial in a singleton class for more flexibilities and advantages. So if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.